Hey everybody, and welcome to a new episode of AleaThursday. Now, for those of you who follow me on my socials, you already heard this story. So if you want to be, up to date with, I guess, whatever I talk about, feel free, you guys. Go ahead, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff, and just stay up to date. But for those who are not following, I just want to share. So I had this pretty cool dream just a few nights ago, It makes no sense, but that's what makes it so cool. And what makes it even cooler is that I was literally back in the 90s or something. So you see, basically my dream is very simple. I was basically at that burger stop, what was it called? Burger World, where the world famous MTV stars, the true MTV stars, Beavis and Butthead would work at. Y'all remember Beavis and Butthead? Yeah, they worked at that burger shop, Burger World or something. I was literally there, and it was so great, Oh, and prior to that, I had a hardcore wrestling match with the WWF's Mankind. Yeah, those are my dreams, people. They make no sense, but damn it, sometimes I love them. I mean, 1 minute, I'm being pile driven through a table or slammed on the thumbtacks, and then I'm enjoying a burger with these freaking amazing metalheads, Beavis and Butthead. Land of dreams, people, land of dreams, literally. And having that blast from the past type of dream, well, it put me in a 90s mood, Now, a lot of great cartoons from the 90s, And don't get me wrong, there are still some amazing cartoons that come out, but these are some of the cartoons from the 90s that we really grew up with, Cartoons from Nickelodeon, such as Ren and Stimpy, Hey Arnold, and then you also had Cartoon Network with cartoons like Dexter's Laboratory, Johnny Bravo, the Powerpuff Girls. Guys, just great memories, great nostalgia. There's just so many more cartoons out there, did I watch them all? I tried to, but I can't remember them all, But yeah, it put me in such a 90s mood, all the cartoons and whatnot, and sometimes you could just quote some famous lines from these cartoons, Ren and Stimpy, you idiot! All that stuff, I love those cartoons, I just love them. And of course, Beavis and Butthead is a 90s cartoon all on its own. And so I got to thinking, y'all, 90s cartoons had some great quotes. So yeah, I got to thinking, everybody, I'm thinking about all these great cartoons. I'm thinking about all these little quotes and phrases from these cartoons. And what can we do? Well, this is AleaThursday, so of course, we're making music. Okay guys, so basically what we did in this episode is sort of a minimalistic approach to music. So minimalistic music is pretty much how it sounds. Minimalist, using very little as possible. Now, it's obviously a very big contrast to the pieces of, prior to it, More specifically, if you really compare this to the Baroque era of music, Baroque music was very much about ornamentation, just putting in so much stuff and just making it so fancy, And minimalist, are kind of the opposite, less is more, sort of say. Now, during the 20th century, there was the rise of more electronic use in music, and there were quite a lot of composers that, took advantage of that, because, come on, how could you not? So, specifically, I would say that the main influences for this video had to be works such as Paul Lansky and Stephen Reich. So, they both have works that involves, taking little, vocal recordings, and just doing just stuff with it, Specifically, if you look at Lansky's More Than Idle Chatter, it's basically an album with recordings of voices, phrases, and all that stuff. And he's just basically, adding effects. He's adding some kind of rhythm. Just basically making some edits to make it sound musical. And what have we said before many times in this series? Music is everywhere, including the voice. Because remember, your voice is an instrument. Pardon me. I was also really looking at Stephen Reich's. I really hope that's how you pronounce it. Stephen Reich. I'm sorry, I'm just terrible with last names sometimes. Forgive me. But yes, Stephen Reich's piece, It's Gonna Rain. Basically, he got this recording about somebody talking about the weather and how it's gonna rain, hence the name. And basically, he took pieces and just moved the audio around, syncopated them like so well. It's just like, you know, I mean, remember, during this era, the 20th century, people, composers were going all out, just all over the place when it came to composing music and just finding and breaking new boundaries, you know, all that stuff. It's quite amazing. So guys, definitely go check out these pieces, you know, these albums and all that stuff. Paul Lansky, More Than Idle Chatter, and what was the other one I just said? Oh, Stephen Reich's It's Gonna Rain. Personally, I want to know, do you guys honestly believe that's music? Be honest and just comment down below, because you know I love hearing from you and interacting, so let's get chatting. So I am taking mostly influence from the Stephen Reich piece. So I took a phrase from 5 90s cartoons that I love and just, you know, put them together and see what we came up with, you know? Those 5 cartoons are Ren and Stimpy, SpongeBob, which technically is a 90s cartoon. It debuted in 1999. The last and final great 90s cartoon. Yeah. Dexter's Laboratory, Ed, Edd and Eddy, and of course, Beavis and Butthead. So yes, again, thank you Stephen Reich for the influence. And well guys, let's just go ahead and give a listen to it, shall we? Again, comment down below, let me know what you think. I mean, do you really like this, if you even consider it music? Let me know, like, what other barriers out there are there to break, you know, like, all that stuff. Like, what can we do? What new methods of music is there to create out there, you know? Hell, that's what this channel is really all about, you know, like, learning about them and, like, trying them out, you know, like, let's interact, guys, and let's get down there and let's get talking. Alright, guys, well, enough of that said, everybody, so let's go ahead and check out this new piece. And I have entitled this piece, The Inner Bungholes of You Idiots Love Chickens Getting Out of the Laboratory. If you know, you know. Alright, everybody, enjoy.
The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
I gotta take a wee.
The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
I gotta take a wee.
The inner machinations of my mind are an
I gotta take a
enigma.
wee.
The inner machinations of my mind
I
are
gotta take a
an
wee.
enigma. The inner
I gotta take a
machinations of my mind are an
I gotta take a
enigma.
wee.
The inner
I gotta take a
machinations of
wee.
my mind are
I
an
gotta take a
enigma.
wee.
The inner
I gotta take a wee.
machinations of my
I gotta
mind
take a
are an enigma.
I gotta take a
Inner
I gotta take a
machinations,
I gotta
inner
take a
machinations,
I gotta take a
inner
I gotta take a
machinations,
I gotta take
inner
a
machinations,
I gotta take a
inner
I gotta take a
machinations,
I gotta take
inner
a
machinations,
I gotta take a
inner
I gotta take a
machinations,
I gotta take
inner
a
machinations of my mind
I gotta
are
take
an
a I
enigma.
gotta take a whiz.